Welcome, Metalheads, to another edition of the Friday 13th YouTube channel. Today I've got a fantastic album review for you by a band called New Horizon. Now, they've just released their new album called Conquerors on Frontier Records. It's a great follow-up to the band's first album, Gates of the Gods. Now, this is a project put together by two musicians. First of all, on vocals, we'd have Nils Molin, who's a fantastic vocalist, very high range in vocals, very unique. And we also have Jona Tee on rhythm guitar, lead guitar. He also plays bass, keyboards, and backing vocals with additional guest musicians on this album. So I'm going to tell you who the guest musicians are as well. We'd also have additional drummer, George Hamston Egg on drums. We'd have Elisa Ride on lead vocals on the song Before the Dawn. We'd have Lug Magnusson guitar solo on the King of Kings and also Edge of Insanity. We'd also have Daniel Johns Hansen, lead guitars on the song Demaio della Apollio. And we'd also have Latuia Figueroa plays guitar solo on the songs Shadow Warrior and Fallout War. So that's the guest musicians as well as the main two characters or artists on this album. Now, I've got to say, this is a fantastic follow-up to the debut album. And if you're a fan of such bands as H.E.A.T, Pretty Maids, Avantasia, Hammerfall, Halloween, you've got a great combination here of a fantastic album put together by New Horizons on the new album. Now, it's also good to know that vocalist Nils is also involved with the band Dynazty and also Amaranthe. So you can tell what his vocal ranges are if you've already heard him in his previous bands or his bands he's currently with. He's got a very powerful voice, lots of range and lots of dynamics. Two of the bands that spring to mind when I listen to this album is also Primal Fear and also Dream Evil. Now, this album comes with 10 songs. If you don't have the album already, I'm going to enlighten you and tell you what the song titles are for this new album. We'd have Against the Odds, King of Kings, Dynamo, Shadow Warrior, Apollo, Fallout War, Messenger of the Stars, Before the Dawn, Edge of Insanity, and the last song would be called Alexander the Great. The album was recorded in Sweden by Jona and also Nils. The production is absolutely fantastic, very powerful, very clean, has lots of crisp and dynamics. Although this album is very symphonic in places, it's still a very heavy album. It's not as much symphonic as much as bands as Stratovarius or Nightwish, but it's still got the dynamics and keyboards that this album needs. Now, the opening track is called Against the Odds. This is a fantastic opening song, folks. It's very powerful, very dynamic. Vocals by Nils really do shine through. Musically, it's a really heavy song. Kind of reminds me of a cross between Hammerfall, Halloween, with a hint of Stratovarius, but it's still a very powerful in-your-face song. Not to forget that Nils is a fantastic vocalist and also Jona is a fantastic musician playing the bass guitar and also guitars on this album. Next song is called King of Kings. This kind of reminds me of a cross between Nightwish when they do heavy stuff, very bombastic, very keyboard influenced. It also reminds me of Axel Rudipel when Axel Rudipel does some really heavy songs. Yet this song is still very melodic. It's still a heavy song. This album is quite a heavy album to be, in fact, folks, but it's got some really good ballads on it as well. Good combination of heaviness, melodicness, and some softer tunes as well. Now, I have to say, Nils' vocals do remind me a lot of Johnny from Axel Rudipel. Very similar in style, same sort of range. So if you do Axel Rudipel sing a Johnny, then you're really going to like Nils. Now, the next song is called Dynamo. This pretty much reminds me of Pretty Maids somewhat. Something off the Future World album or maybe Red Hot and Heavy. It's got that Pretty Maids vibe, especially with the keyboards and guitar sound. This song also reminds me of a German band called Masterplan, formerly members of Halloween. And this song is very well arranged. Like I said, if you are a fan of Pretty Maids, as I am, you're really going to enjoy this song. It's called Dynamo. Fantastic song, folks. Next song is called Shadow Warrior. Now, for me, folks, if you're a fan of either Symphony X or Evergreat, this is a great song for you. It captures that essence of both of those bands. Very heavy, very melodic, but still very powerful with some fantastic vocals and music arrangements. So like I said, if you are a fan of Evergreen and Symphony X, this is the song for you to check out. Next song is called Apollo. This is a little bit more laid back. However, it's still got a heavy rhythm section with some fantastic vocals by Nils. Johan's playing is fantastic. And the guest musicians really do shine through in this album. They're really pulling through. But like I said, this is a more melodic song, not as heavy as the other songs, but it is still a heavy song with some great melodic riffs. As I said to you before, there's one ballad on this album. It's called Before the Dawn. Both Nils and vocalist Lynn's Ride have done a fantastic job. Really, really powerful song. Both trading off each other with the vocals. And if you do like power ballads with a really bombastic part and really good ending, this is a really good song for you. It's called Before the Dawn. So, folks, thanks for watching this review. It's a great album by New Horizon. The album's called Conquerors on Frontier Records. It's got a fantastic production, some really powerful songs, great vocals and music all around. I'm going to give this album 4.5 out of 5. It's a great follow-up to the band's debut. Thanks for watching, Metalheads. Please leave some comments. Please share and tell all your friends to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay metal.